If I sing for you, my king, come on, lift your voice. I can't imagine why I would do this all for high, 'cause it's so hard to live too high.
Good evening, graduating class.
Good evening, sir.
You guys look fantastic this evening.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Would you guys please join me in welcoming up LBMPD color guards to present colors?
Detail. Hold. Left. Peace. Present. Coach.
Please join me in welcoming up the Southern Nevada Deputy Director for U.S. Senator Catherine Cortez Masto, Yelena Guevara, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Please join me in welcoming up Ms. Beth Baden to sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in flame, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please join me in welcoming up Chaplain Steve Beeson to open us up in prayer.
Would you all join me in prayer? Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this momentous occasion in the lives of these men and women in the blue gowns right in front of us, but also in the lives of this community. Lord, we thank you for bringing them here. We thank you for those that have poured into them and for making a way for their lives to be put back on track for what you designed them for. Father, there are holes in this community just waiting to be filled by the lives of these people. There are missing pieces in this community that are waiting for these folks. So, Father, today we see this as a milepost, a day when their destiny is back within reach. Father, we pray that you would bless the proceedings here tonight. We invite your very presence into this place. May all we say and do bring glory to you. In your precious name, amen.
Amen. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Bless you too. You may please be seated. I want to say welcome to the Hope for Prisoners May graduation. Those of you who are joined us locally here and those who've gotten on planes and flown from all over the country to be here, thank you so very, very much for joining us for this special occasion. For those of you who may be new to Hope for Prisoners, I'll take a few minutes and tell you a little bit about what we do, who we are, why we do what we do, what has brought us to this moment in this celebrating the men and women who are sitting here before. So our ministry, we work with men, women, and young adults that are coming out of different arenas of our judicial system. And what we do in a nutshell is to provide the supportive services to help the men and women that are coming home not only get acclimated back into places, we make sure there's mechanisms in place through partnerships that we built up with employers. Many of them there in the back room of the room today, but we make sure there's mechanism in place to make sure that once they get inside the workplaces, they're going to be afforded every opportunity to thrive and be able to grow and afforded every opportunity to succeed. We address the needs for them to get acclimated back into their family, ensuring that there's a mechanism in place to help with that family reunification component, because everyone in this room can attest to the fact that if the family life is not right, if the home life is not right, then everything else in the world has a tendency to fall apart. And then on the back end of the process, because it's a long-term journey where we walk with them, looking to do everything we possibly can to ensure that we're helping our folks be stand-up leaders in the community with an overall goal of them never, ever, ever re-offending again. So Hope for Prisoners was founded when I came home from prison back in 2009. And since that time, we've had the great privilege to work with over 5,000 men and women have been through our process. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So we're very encouraged at where we are. We're very encouraged at what brought us here. I want to first give a big shout out and say thank you to everyone who's joining live on the Hope for Prisoners Facebook page. Thank you for joining in. And whoever's logging in on Zoom right now, we want to say thank you as well. I want to give a big shout out to our friends in the Clark County Detention Center, Unit 2J. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And for those men that are in the City of Las Vegas Detention Center, we are looking so very, very forward to the day that you're released and you could be right here where these men and women are today. We could not have the success we have without collaborating with the partnerships that we have built up in the community. I want to first give a shout out to our faith-based partners like Kenneth Copeland Ministries, Liberty Baptist Church, the Crossings Christian Center, My Home Church, City Light Church, Word of Life Christian Center, Bethany Baptist Church, Central Christian Church, Life Spring Christian Church, Southwest Prison Ministries, Messengers of the Faith Ministries, Southern Hills Baptist Church, the Church LV, and my fellow chaplains from Chaplaincy, Nevada. Can you please give them all a big, gigantic round of applause? Want to give a shout out to some of our collaborating partners that help us to be successful in what it is that we do, with a partnership with Nevada Department of Corrections, Nevada Department of Public Safety, Parole and Probation, Nevada Highway Patrol, City of Las Vegas Department of Public Safety, Henderson Police Department, the Clark County District Attorney's Office, both criminal and family support division, and from the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. We love our partnership with LVMPD. Can we please give them a big, gigantic round of applause? Working very closely with some of our funding partners like Workforce Connections, Nevada Department of Training, Nevada Department of Employment, Training, and Rehabilitation, Employee Envy, and many, many more. Hey, so we got a lot of ground that we want to cover today, and we have some fantastic speakers. Let me just give a quick intro to them, and we're honored to have them in his house. First and foremost, please allow me to introduce you to City Councilman Mr. Cedric Trier. Can you give him a big, gigantic round of applause? Also, one of the greatest leaders in my community, my superhero, the Director of Juvenile Justice, Mr. Jack Martin. Can you give him a gigantic round of applause? And getting on a plane and flying from all the way on the other side of the country just so that he can be here to spend some time with you. You're going to have an opportunity to hear an incredible story. Please give it up for Mr. Divine. And from the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, we have one of the greatest assistant sheriffs on the planet, Assistant Sheriff Sasha Larkin. Please give it up for her. And administering our oath today is the Honorable, from the 8th Judicial District Court, is the Honorable Jacob Reynolds. Please give him a big, gigantic round of applause. So what it is that we do, and the things that have brought our folks to where they are right now, before they even begin to put their boots on the ground, looking to get acclimated back in the home, back into the workforce, and then ultimately back in our community, we take them through this very intensive training session, which is, we call it a pre-vocational leadership workshop. And inside this workshop, again, we train them very intensively on things that's not only going to be able to help them to get a good job, but be able to maintain and thrive inside that workplace. But we also use that to lay down the foundation at which we aim to help them to build up a brand new life. And they've been trained in some incredible, incredible things. Things like how to go above and beyond the call of duty inside the home, inside the workplace, and ultimately out there in the community. We take a deep dive into things like effective communications and understanding the different personality types of the people that you're going to be interacting with inside the home, inside the workplace, and inside the community. We take a deep dive into goal setting and time management, bacon and budget and conflict resolutions, when and how to apologize, and the importance of forgiveness. But then we put a strong emphasis on leadership. Teaching individuals, number one, how do you lead yourself? How do you get those results that you've always wanted to get out of life? How do you be that leader in the family? Then ultimately, what does it look like for you to be a stand-up leader out there in the community? And the uniqueness in what it is that we do on graduation day, they don't graduate from some program. They graduate up into the next level of our commitment to be with them over the next 18 months or more. Not only to help them to walk out all these incredible things that we've thrown at them during this training session, but to be able to be there with them to help them to navigate the different challenges they're going to be facing during this reintegration process. We knew that it wasn't enough but put people into a classroom setting and train them all these incredible things and then launch them out in the community by yourself. If we do that, then we waste time, effort, energy, and resources. We do that through a very effective case management and mentoring program where we stay there with them to be there by their side, to walk them up to the next level of life. There's a piece of our training that has become extremely successful, something that we're very proud of. And in this training, it's called the Vivid Vision. And inside this Vivid Vision, we challenge our graduates to take a look at their life 1 year from graduation day. In other words, it's May 19th, 2024. We ask them to wake up in the morning and walk us through a day in their life. And then what we do is after they write down that vivid vision, we make a copy of it. We give it to them so they can keep it up in front of their face. But the other copy, what we do is we give it to their team of case managers and mentors. And then what our job is to do everything that we can with every resource we have available to us to make sure that they live out their dreams. Anything less than that, we just be some regular reentry job placement organization. You see, Hope for Prisoners is not just about getting the job. Hope for Prisoners is about building up a brand new life. Now, we've had the great privilege of working with over 5,000 individuals. And what we always love to do is we love to bring back an alumni person who once stood in this room and shared his vivid vision. So they wouldn't be like John Ponder, just the talking head. So we have an alumni graduate who has an absolute incredible story, who sat right where you sat. It gives me an honor and a privilege to introduce you to Hope for Prisoners alumni, Mr. Harvey Coleman.
Oh, how we doing? Hello, graduates, family, and friends. My name is Harvey. I grew up in Fresno, California. As a child, I was brought up into abusive family. When I was old enough, I ran to what I knew best, gangs and drugs. The gangs became my new family. The drugs became my new love. I lived every day wearing a mask, hiding who I truly was. A scared kid with no one to talk to, no one to turn to. I was in and out of various youth facilities. And for years, this would become my new home. I had enough of the instability in my life. I decided enough was enough. I ran to Las Vegas to start a new life. But what I didn't know is that you can't run from yourself. Once again, I found myself in trouble. This time it cost me life in prison. After 30 long years of incarceration, I was released from prison. Had no clue how to survive. All I knew is I wasn't going back to the old me. So I started reaching out, searching for help. This search led me to Hope for Prisoners. I went to orientation, and the next night I went to a huddle. On that day, my life changed forever. I met DP, Daryl Ponder, my mentor, my friend, and most importantly, my brother. I opened my mind and my ears, and I followed his plan. He told me that night he would be here for me no matter what, and he has ever since. I got my first job as a line cook, later became the lead line cook, and then the supervisor. So now I was doing the hiring. I'll never forget, I was so happy. I called DP and spoke to him about my new success. And he told me, be patient. God has a plan for me and that there are more blessings to come. Then it wasn't but a couple days later, I realized in my new role how I could help others. I was able to assist several guys who needed help getting a job. I did so without hesitation. As I realized that is always, and I mean always, about people helping people. I wanted to help further. I wanted to help more. So I expressed this to Lois, my case manager at Hope, and she said, why don't you become a mentor? I thought to myself, I could never do that. My parole officer won't let me, and what would I tell others to help them? I called my mentor, DP, and he told me that my personal experiences were valuable, and that I can relate to the struggle of reentry. I was living each day, and that I was living each day and being victorious. Once again, I listened, and today I stand before you, a man that is not defined by my past, but a man doing God's work. Hope for Prisoners has provided me an avenue for success. Their willingness to never give up on me. Their commitment to me has been unwavering. I am grateful for the Hope family. I am living a life far beyond my imagination. So much so that this week I received a job offer as a manager, making double what I was making as a supervisor. And yes, DP was right. The blessings just keep coming. Today, I live each day with integrity. I have been blessed with my beautiful fiancée, Sarah. I will never forget how far I have come. And I continue to build strong bonds with my family, as well as Sarah's family. And I have finally earned their trust. In closing, graduates, I want to welcome you to the family. We are proud of you and all that you have already accomplished. I can't wait to see where your journeys take you. Now, when I go through life, I don't use the words I have to. I replace them with I get to. Because today, God has blessed me with my freedom, my family, and hope. Remember, when you go out and do these things in life, this is a privilege, an absolute privilege, and never a burden. Congratulations.
Can we please give Harvey another big, gigantic round of applause? My gosh. Harvey, what an incredible journey. Nothing on the inside of him that's not on the inside of you. Hey, so as we make way for our first speaker of this evening, I could stand up here and I could read his bio and talk about all the things that he has accomplished in this community. Or I can just tell you that, again, one of the greatest leaders in our community, some who has a heart and a compassion, a passion for the people of this community. You know, the Bible says you recognize those who labor among you. Everywhere I go in the community, this guy is digging in the trenches. If you guys would please put your hands together for City Councilman Cedric Creer.
Harvey, I got a question for you. You gonna take the job? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's a done deal, right? You said double my pay, I'm out. Just make sure you leave properly. Give proper notice. Make sure you tell your boss that you're moving forward. Don't just walk in there and tell them to go to hell and I'm out. Don't do that, okay? All right. I am Cedric Creer. I'm the city councilman for Ward 5. Can we give a huge round of applause for John Ponder, all of the professors and teachers and and mentors and people that come out and help you all, and in turn help our community to help you be successful. You know, if there's one thing that I want to tell you is that you probably figured it out, but you are not here alone. You know, I was blessed in my life. I'm born and raised right here in Las Vegas. I'm born in the historic West Side. I live right down the street. It took me about 3.5 minutes to get here. I actually live in a house that I grew up in. And I was blessed to have two parents in my house, right? My father was a good cop. He was always nice. My mother she laid the hammer down on you like it wasn't no tomorrow. You know, nowadays they'd call child services for the stuff that she used to get away with. But that was back in the day. And I didn't realize how much tough love she was showing me and my brother. And I didn't realize that when she was slapping me on the back of the head, that she was doing it for the betterment. And I know many of you didn't have that. And I know many of you are sitting there, never thought you would be here today. I know you had family members who said, you ain't never going to be here today. I know you had friends that have said, you ain't never going to be here today. You had colleagues, you had people who are always naysayers, but look at you now. Slap them haters off your shoulder. Tell them, dig it. Tell them, loud and proud, I have come through the storm and I got a long way to go. I am not finished. God has a journey for all of us. And the hardest thing to do is to go down the road less traveled. But it's tough to go down the road that God has planned for all of us. It calls for a pivot sometimes. Sometimes you got to go through some rocky roads to get there. Some of you obviously had gone through some challenges. You've been to some places that I haven't been. And you've gone through some things that I haven't gone through. That makes you tough. That makes you resilient. That makes you can make it through anything now. It's all on the upswing from here. So if you put yourself and your mind in order, if you take the teachings that you have learned from Hope, and if you apply them in a manner that you know is going to progress you, going to progress your family, and ultimately progress our community, because we need and want you to be successful. It's just that simple. I'm praying for you. Our community's praying for you. We are here for you. We love you and we see you. And we know that you can do great things if you apply what you have learned towards it. Do your best not to fall back. Do your best to stay positive. We all heard this story, you know, position yourself around good people and stay away from them bad folk. My mother used to say that to me all the time. That girl gonna get you in trouble. And I didn't know what she was talking about. But listen to those around you. I know it's sometimes tough. And I know sometimes trusting others is not the easiest thing to do. But if you have seen what you have gone through, and you've seen what people have tried to instill in you, and they've asked you to trust them on this journey, like DP, who walked down the road and is trying to help you lead down that road, then please follow someone, find mentors. There's nothing wrong with trying to emulate somebody. There's no shame in it. If all my brothers out there, you ain't got to be hard. In life, you ain't got to be hard. You ain't got to be the hardest cat on the block. You ain't got to have the biggest gun and this and things. We can be humble and be successful. There's no shame in taking care of yourself. There's no shame in taking care of your family. There's no shame in wanting good things for yourself. You can do it. If you believe in you, then others will believe in you as well. So I'm not going to talk long. I know I've probably spoken a little bit longer, but I'm real passionate about this. I'm so happy for you all. I can see the gleam in your eye of the things you want to go out there and do. And also, don't forget to bring somebody along with you. That's also important. We all have to help others. It's a part of our DNA. I'm sure they taught you that through the program. So you're not done. You got to take care of yourself, but then you got to bring somebody up along with you. All right? So God bless you. I am extremely proud of you. Man, it's just good stuff to see y'all here. I tell you, God bless you all. Congratulations.
Can we give Cedric Creer, Councilman Cedric Creer, a big, gigantic round of applause? This is a portion of our graduation where we insert that vivid vision. Remember, that vivid vision is to hear from them, to write down on a piece of paper their life 1 year from today. Put it down on a piece of paper. The thing that excites me about the vivid vision, can everybody just say vivid vision? You see that vivid vision, right? What excites me about the vivid vision is this. If you have ever seen someone who's just completely hopeless, just hopeless. We see people like this all the time, right? They're in the streets, and there's just hopelessness is oozing from their demeanor, right? And the reason why they're hopeless is because they cannot see their future. They can't see the future. But when you're able to take someone out of that state of hopelessness and let them see their future and help develop in them a faith in the process that right there is obtainable, then that's when you find hope in the moment. If you guys would please put your hands together they shaking their knees. They have no idea who I'm going to call on. If you please put your hands together for Miss Rebecca Levitt.
Whew. Hi guys, thank you. All right. My name is Rebecca Levitt, and today is May 19th, 2024, and this is my vivid vision. It's 4 a.m. and I open my eyes to a brand new day. I feel rested, calm, and peaceful, and I am grateful for this day. Today is special because not only is it the 1-year anniversary of my having graduated from Hope for Prisoners, but it is my mom's birthday. And for the first time in my life, I am in a position where I'm able to treat her to dinner and celebrate the amazing woman and mother she is. Thank you. With a happy heart, I go about my morning routine, sip a freshly brewed cup of coffee, and by 5 a.m., I am headed to the gym to wake up my body and prepare my mind for the day. As usual, instead of driving my car, I decide to ride my bike so I can bathe in the cool, crisp morning air. So I put on my helmet and I grab my gear, but before I take off, I gaze at the moon still lingering in the morning sky. I take a deep breath and inhale the fresh air, and I am mindful of how grateful I am to be in this exact moment, living life on my terms as a free woman. Man, does it feel wonderful. Then I press down my pedals and take off to play with some weights at the gym. I spent about an hour lifting weights, pulling cables, and using my muscles, testing my strength both physically and mentally. When I'm almost maxed out and I've had enough fun, I get back on my bike and I head home. Feeling refreshed and rejuvenated after a shower, I get dressed and throw on some makeup, and I feel confident and motivated. I head to work, which is just at the end of the hallway, because right now I am working from home as a medical biller and coder. I love this position because it allows me to pursue my future goals by continuing my education while having the flexibility to be at home with my family. After work, my day is not done because now the fun really begins as I get to log onto my school campus and begin learning. I am currently finishing my degrees in psychology and nutrition so that I can be highly equipped for my next vision in my life. I am filled with goals and aspirations, and I dare to dream every day about living my best life. Today I can say that I feel successful because despite my past shortcomings and failures, I am pursuing my dreams, and in fact, I am successful. Today I can say I feel confident and strong because today I know that my previous addictions and mistakes do not define me, and I am in fact a woman of value. Today I can say that I feel genuine joy in my heart and I am happy with who I am. Today is an awesome day because I know for a fact that I will accomplish anything I put my mind to. And it is because of this belief that now, as the sun begins to set and the day dwindles into night, I get to proudly and confidently take one of the most important women in my life, my mom, out to a nice meal and celebrate her birthday. My name is Rebecca Levitt. Today is May 19th, 2023, and this is my vivid vision. I'll see you next year. I love you, Mama.
Isn't that awesome? Right? Faith in the future, hope in the moment. Great job, Rebecca. So as we get ready for our next speaker, again, no bio needed. I think everybody in this community knows her. Everybody in this community loves her. Greatest assistant sheriff, female assistant sheriff, for the other ones beat me up. Greatest female assistant sheriff on the planet. If you guys would please put your hands together, from the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, my dear friends, Assistant Sheriff Sasha Larkin.
Be still and know. What's the rest of the quote? That I am God. Be still. What does he mean by that? Be still and know. Right? Right, you know, I got you. So that quote is in every major religious text that is known to human and mankind. It's obviously in the Bible. It's in the Bhagavad Gita, which is followed in India by a great number of Hindus and some Buddhists, right? It's in the Quran, just worded a little bit differently, right, for Islam. It's in the text for the Jewish religion, worded always a little bit differently. But the essence of it is when we are still and we're taking the time to know and breathe, the answers to our prayers arrive. They come. It's just usually our mind and our bodies and our life is too busy to hear. Have you ever said a prayer and then impatiently waited for the answer and then got frustrated, maybe even a little angry when you didn't get it? Or maybe the answer to your prayer came in the form of rejection and you were confused. Like, God, hang on just a minute. I prayed and prayed and I prayed so nice and I used nice words, but you closed that door right in my face. Has anybody ever had that happen? I have. Man, I've been rejected, dejected, broken up with, brokenhearted, left by the side and thought, what the hell just happened? I prayed so nice. And then a little while down the road, you recognize that that unanswered prayer was what? Garth Brooks said it best. What did he say? You might not be a Garth Brooks fan, but you should know this line. He said, sometimes God's greatest gift. See, country fans at heart, everybody is. So as John told you, I'm Sasha Larkin. I have the privilege of being the assistant sheriff here for the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. Thank you. Thank you. And in this job, I think John and I were counting last time. I think this is my 16th Hope for Prisoners graduation. Thank you. But I come not because I have to, but because you guys inspire me. You inspire me because, you know, at the end of the day, we're not that different. We're not. You just got done telling me that you prayed for things you didn't get the answer to. Me too. And I saw the look in most of your faces that we have similar experiences as far as not getting what we want, being rejected and told no. But what I want to tell you about today is be still and know that I am God. And the sense of being, your being, human being, which makes us the same. Our stories are a little different. Our skin's a little different. But at the end of the day, we are beings, B-E-I-N-G. The B is for blessings. When you start your day with that gratitude, blessings, counting your blessings, knows, whatever label you put on God, that when you share gratitude for what you already have, it opens. Concept of suffering is when you know what you want, right? You wanted to graduate from Hope for Prisoners when you were leaving incarceration. You saw graduation over there. And what it took, that time it took to get there, can be suffering because you're having to do the work. And sometimes that space, like the space until you graduate, when you're typing away at night, late at night, and you're tired, that's suffering. But Buddha says that in order to decrease that time of suffering, to be present in your being and count your freedom in the world, you have to do the exploration on yourself. Explore yourself, know yourself, be still and know that I am God. The know is to know yourself so you can feel and realize God. The I might surprise you. Sometimes the I is imagination or, I don't know, innovation. But for me, the I is integrate. Because if you get all these blessings and you get all this new knowledge and you have these experiences of everything you've been through in your life that brought you to this moment, if you don't integrate it, it's useless. You have to integrate all of the good, the bad, the ugly into who you are today in order for it to be useful. It's like if you eat a kale salad. I don't know who would do that, but let's just pretend. Let's pretend you ate a kale salad with some grilled chicken, right? They say it's healthy. Nasty as all get up, but they say it's healthy, right? So you ate your kale salad with your chicken. You have to digest it. Digest and integrate. You digest, and then you integrate the goodness into your cells and into your body. Integrate, assimilate, right? That's what that word means. It means you do your studies, you read your religious texts, you do your homework, you prepare for your new job. But if you don't integrate into your body, it becomes useless. The N is nonstop. Nonstop means you have to have nonstop belief in yourself, in your support, in your community, your newfound community, and in God. You can't stop believing. Who said that? Thank you. See, I'm on a roll tonight. If you just remember the greatest classics, you'll always get life's greatest lessons. Never stop believing in yourself. Okay? Nonstop belief in yourself, in your mentors, in your community, and in God. And the last one is something that's really special to me, and it's the ability to be grounded. And I want to take a moment to give you that. Being grounded means that you can put your feet on the ground in the eye of a storm and survive. It means that no matter what kind of tumultuous chaos is happening around you, your feet are on the ground and you stay grounded. I will tell you that for us, right, in police work, sometimes we show up and the bullets are flying and the fires are going and it's total chaos, and the ability to go, I rely on my training and the belief in myself that I'm going to get through this moment, grounded. But that comes through work. Staying grounded takes work. And it takes work at different levels and different spaces. So for me, being grounded means every day I get up, I go to the gym, I throw some weight around, or I get on my yoga mat and I do my breathing so I can be still and know God. And sometimes it means I have to go to therapy and tell my therapist, oh my gosh, I'm thinking this, I'm worried about this, and let me tell you what I saw today. Because everything we see, we hear, we feel, we do, we say is integrated into our cells. And if you don't get it out, ladies and gentlemen, it causes dis-ease, which manifests as disease. Did you know that more cops killed themselves last year than died of erroneous gunfire, car accidents, and COVID put together? Do you know why that is? Because we have failed to integrate and assimilate all the things that we bring into our brains. Movies, video games, TV shows, all of that negativity impacts us in our brain, and if we don't assimilate it, it causes dis-ease. So be careful what you watch. Be mindful and very selective who you surround yourself with. Show me the people you spend the five people you spend the most time with, and I'll show you your future. Remember that. You're in control now. You have your freedom. You have all these newfound connections, mentors, peers, and community. This is what Second Chances is all about. It's about being your best self. So when you're lost and you wake up in the morning and you're just looking for a little guidance, close your eyes and give thanks for all of your blessings, and remember to come back to your sense of being. And wherever you go, there you are. Thynich that. God bless you. I'm so proud of you. The Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department stands behind you from this day and whatever you need forward. God bless.
Thank you so much. Can we give the Assistant Sheriff another round of applause? Great job. As we make way for our next speaker, I think we have time to carve out for another Vivid Vision. If you guys will please put your hands together for Mr. Devin Marion.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Devin Marion, and today is May 19th, 2024, and this is my vision. As I awake at 6 a.m. and get my morning ritual out the way, 45-minute workout, 20-minute quiet time to have a clear mind and vision how my day will go, I have now been a free man for a year and 2 months. And one thing I can say is that my life has changed tremendously. I feel great. Awesome about myself every day when I awake and go to sleep. I now have my barber's license and I am working on opening my own barbershop. I still have like 4 months. I still have like 4 months to sit in the shop I'm currently working in, but hey, I'm on my way to the top. My family is wonderful. We have such a great bond and amazing times. I just love how my mom and dad have stayed on me and driven me to be the man I am now. Honestly, I wake up every morning just to see that smile on her face and to see how happy she is of her oldest son. My financial situation has changed tremendously if I would have put in all this hard work and dedication when I was younger and would have never went down the path I chose. I have a wonderful energy to myself every day. I open my eyes and jump off the bed because I have a whole lot of life to live. I love my barber career and where I'm headed. I love the wonderful times I have with my family. Life is just wonderful. I no longer crave the drugs I used to crave, hang with the crowd I used to associate myself with. I no longer indulge in the illegal activities I used to indulge in. I just absolutely love the path that I am now on. I also would like to give a big thanks to John Ponder for giving me that kickstart to enjoy and have the career that I've always wanted and becoming a positive, successful Black man. My name is Devin Marion, and today is May 19th, 2023, and this is my vision.
Can we give Devin another round of applause? Madam looks so forward to him getting his barber's license because I'm having him come down to my office and cut my hair. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. We may have time for another vivid vision. Man, I could sit here and go through them all because they're all incredibly powerful. And we're looking very forward, Devin, to we're committed to helping you live out that dream. All right? But we're going to make way for our next speaker. And I'm trying to decide whether I want to read his bio because he's not from here. The other speakers, you know, he's from here. But I'm going to give him an opportunity to tell his story, tell his bio in his conversation. Or better yet, please allow me the opportunity without my glasses. That was the real reason why I didn't want to read it, because I don't have my glasses. But it gives me an honor and privilege to introduce you to Victor Lombard, professionally known as Divine. He's a former professional hip hop rap recording artist turned techpreneur and he is the CEO and founder of Solvent, a fintech startup focused on financial empowerment for the system impacted. In 2022, out of thousands of applicants, Solvent was accepted among 24 of the Black-led startups to be a part of the integral cohort for Amazon AWS Impact Accelerator for Black founders, an 8-week program designed to help high-potential pre-seed startups led by unprecedented founders' success. Additionally, Solvent was recently accepted into a Village Capital and Innovation and Justice Tech Fellowship Program in collaboration with AmFam Institute and Dream.org. Divine had a very unique interest into the technology industry when in 2014, with only the 8th grade formal education, decades of incarceration and no tech background, he broke into one of the highest levels of Silicon Valley venture capitalists after reaching out to famed venture capitalist and billionaire Ben Horowitz, the co-founder of technology venture capital firm and Andreessen Horowitz, via Twitter, and asked Horowitz to be his mentor. Since connecting with Horowitz over the past 9 years, Divine has become a financial technology founder, worked within the corporate and the non-profit criminal justice space, reform space, and also as a criminal justice advocate and activist. A system-impacted individual, Divine's personal life story and entrepreneurial journey of redemption has been featured via such major media outlets as Forbes, TechCrunch, Black Enterprise, Entrepreneur, and Inc. If you guys would please put your hands together for the CEO and founder of Solvent, Mr. Divine.
First and foremost, thank you, John. I love this program. I got introduced to John probably like 3 or 4 weeks ago, maybe a month now. And when I learned what he was doing, I learned about the program. I really became impassioned, and I was like, I have to be part of this in some way. So it's an honor and a privilege for me to be here, because at one time I was there. And now being up here, I'm taking this opportunity to impart some things to you guys that I've been through. I'm sure we all have similar stories. Mother on drugs, no father, 8th grade formal educations, incarceration, poverty, recidivism. We all have similar stories. I am you, you are me. But despite what we've been through, despite whatever our backgrounds were, whatever our family upbringing was, the thing I want to say is there's no greater perception than how you perceive yourself. There's no greater perception than how you perceive yourself. If you want to remain formally incarcerated, that's the title you want to bear. However you see yourself is how you see yourself. It's how you're going to live it out. So it's all about growth. It's all about transformation. And those are the 2 things I really wanted to impart today. Was 1, human transformation, and the second, heroes and heroism. Today's the birthday of one of my heroes, and his life exemplifies human transformation. It exemplifies heroism, and that's El-Hajj Malik El-Shabazz, popularly known as Malcolm X. So in reflecting on his life, I thought, what better message to impart than about human transformation and about heroes and heroism. Not every hero wears a cape. Some have worn shackles. Some have worn handcuffs. Remember that. Some of the greatest times, the greatest individuals we had in this world to bring light to this world have been those who have been incarcerated. And not just physically. It could have been emotionally, mentally. So it's all about what you do with what you have. If I sat back and said, you know what? I got 10 years in prison. I only got an 8th grade formal education. No one's gonna give me a job. I can't shoot for the stars. I can't dream bigger. Had I got stuck in that mindset, I wouldn't be here today speaking to you guys. Right? My second chance would have probably had to turn into a 3rd chance or a 4th chance. And in my real life, that's what happened. My second chance wasn't just my second chance, because I messed up my second chance. I messed up my 3rd chance. I messed up my 4th chance. But guess what? I never gave up on me. Because there's no greater perception than how you perceive yourself. When we think about human transformation and becoming a hero, it always requires a journey. And I really want to leave you guys with this thing, because you may or may not know, but there's a narrative framework called The Hero's Journey by Joseph Campbell. And I want to share with you some of the steps it takes and stages it takes to become that hero, and what the hero has to endure to finally transform themselves. And what's crazy about this framework is actually Hollywood uses this in every movie you ever seen. This is the framework they use, the hero's journey. Joseph Campbell's The Hero's Journey is a narrative framework that outlines the common stages and steps found in many mythological and heroic stories. The journey consists of several key stages, each representing a different aspect of the hero's transformative journey. Here are the typical steps and stages of the hero's journey. 1, the call to adventure. The hero receives a call or invitation to embark on a journey or undertake a quest. This call can come in various forms, such as a message, a dream, or a significant event. 2, refusal of the call. The hero initially hesitates or refuses to accept the call due to fear, self-doubt, or a sense of inadequacy. They may feel comfortable with their current circumstances and resist change. 3, meeting the mentor. The hero encounters a wise mentor or guide who provides guidance, advice, and assistance. The mentor helps the hero overcome their doubts, develop new skills, and gain the confidence needed for the journey ahead. 4, crossing the threshold. The hero makes a conscious decision to leave their ordinary world and enter the unknown. This step represents a significant transition from the familiar to the unfamiliar and marks the beginning of the true adventure. 5, tests, allies, and enemies. The hero encounters various challenges, undergoes tests of character, and encounters allies or helpers who assist them on their journey. They also face enemies or obstacles that must be overcome to progress further. 6, approach to the innermost cave. The hero approaches a central and critical point in their journey. This stage represents a moment of deep introspection, self-reflection, and facing their greatest fears and vulnerabilities. 7, ordeal. The hero faces a severe ordeal or life-threatening challenge that tests their courage, determination, and growth. This is often a turning point where the hero confronts their deepest fears and experiences a symbolic death and rebirth. 8, reward. After overcoming the ordeal, the hero emerges stronger, having gained insights, knowledge, or a valuable object that will aid them in their quest. The reward can be tangible or intangible, representing a significant transformation. 9, the road back. The hero begins their journey back to the ordinary world, incorporating the lessons and changes they have undergone. This stage often includes further challenges or temptations that test the hero's commitment to their transformation. 10, resurrection. The hero faces a final ultimate test that forces them to confront their greatest fears and fully embrace their transformed self. This stage represents a resurrection or symbolic rebirth, where the hero is forever changed. 11, return with the elixir. The hero returns to the ordinary world, bringing back the elixir or gift obtained during their journey. This elixir can be physical, such as a treasure, or metaphorical, such as wisdom or a newfound sense of purpose. The hero shares the elixir with their community, bringing about positive change and growth. In closing, it's important to note that not all stories or journeys will include every stage, and the order or presentation may vary. The hero's journey serves as a general framework for the understanding of the transformative process of a hero, capturing the essence of their growth, challenges, and ultimate triumph. You are all heroes. We are all on a hero's journey. Continue your journey with courage. Continue your journey with faith. Continue your journey with the belief in you. Because no matter how the world sees you, no matter how your family sees you, your friends see you, it's all about how you see you. Because what? There's no greater perception than how you perceive yourself. Thank you.
Can we give Divine another round of applause? Thank you so very, very much. Hey, before we move on, I want to take a minute to recognize some of our employers that are here. You know, with the employers that are represented in this room right now, they have the capability of hiring everyone in this room right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call them out because I want to honor them. But the real reason why I'm calling you out so you can see who they are. So at the end of the ceremony, you can go hit them with that 20-second smile. If you guys please, Station Casinos with Louise Turner, would you please stand up? Our friends from Kroger's Food, would you please stand up? Binions in Four Queens, MB Transportation, Mason's Landscaping, and Extreme Manufacturing. Can we give them a big, gigantic round of applause? You guys see them? Just keep standing up one more minute so they can make sure they see you. Just one more time, Louise. That's all. Just one more good. There we go. All right, now you guys know what it is you got to do. Let's have one more vivid vision before we wait for our final speaker. If you guys would please put your hands together for Miss April Johnson. Come on. Did you say it's in the car? Oh, then go ahead and have a seat. You got to stay ready. You never got to get ready, right? I know you should have put it on. Did you say your shoe broke? All right, go ahead, go get it. Go get it. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and move on to our final speaker. Please put your hands together for the Director of Juvenile Justice, Director Jack Martin.
Somebody busted a shoe. All right, I'm going to try to keep it close and tight. So I started in this career in 1987. I started working in a correctional facility. So Harvey, where's Harvey at? Harvey already bounced? There's Harvey. Harvey told us, said he did 30 years. I started and ended my career in the time that Harvey spent inside of an institution. Sometimes we on the outside don't understand how long this actually does and the impact it has on you guys. So I'm going to talk to you about hope just a little bit. I speak about hope. I was born in this system, 2 days old. I was born in child welfare, graduated high school out of a correctional facility in South Central Los Angeles. So I'm very familiar with the system. I just happened to make a left when you guys made a right, or the other way around. The part I would like to impart on you is hope is about understanding, and John talked about it a little bit, about understanding there's a barrier, there's a goal that you can achieve. And then recognizing where the barriers are and being able to, get through those barriers. A lot of people say hope's not a plan. I disagree. Hope is absolutely a plan. But the first thing we have to understand is that you have to believe that you're worthy of that journey. You have to understand, you have to forgive yourself of whatever you did. You've paid your debt. Nobody here is we're not holding cards against you. We don't want them. We want you to be incredible. You got a crowd here of people that want you to be incredible and be great, but you have to forgive yourself. And the second part is you have to understand what has happened to you, right? That's called trauma-informed conversation, right? That's trauma-informed healing. We have to start having healing conversations about how you are going to be better here now, today, and understand what your trauma, 30 years like Harvey had inside of an institution. I've got great friends of mine that every time they hear a door click, they twitch, right? They don't like having a door, the lights off in their room. That's called trauma, folks. You guys have survived what no person should have to survive, but you have. So there's your first part. You have made it here. Congratulations. Now forgive yourself and now understand and do some deep diving in who you are as a person and understand where your triggers are. Where are your mistakes going to be? Where do you not feel? What is going to possibly be the part that gets you caught back up? Because it's real easy to get caught up. Hard as hell to be successful, right? Because that's where the grit comes in, right? You got to knuckle it up, right? When life gets hard, prisons are full of cats that don't want to work hard, right? Let's not sit here and bullshit each other, right? They sit there, there's a lot of folks tell you a great story, stomp their foot, write a blues song about it, right? And we all go, oh yeah, that's really cool. No, you didn't want to do the stuff to get the work done, right? Now you have the opportunity, but you got to forgive yourself. You got to put a plan together. You got to understand how and what is happening for you and against you, and really take some time to understand it, because trauma is real, folks. Trauma is real. And for those of you who don't believe it is, I got a brief little story I'm going to tell you. So I grew up in foster care, in and out, right? So I'm sitting at my friend's house. I got a good friend of mine. They got a dog. I don't know why a dog is important to the story, but you're going to understand here in a second, right? It's an important dog. So I'm walking by this person. They open up the can of dog food, right? Popped it open. Open it up. Start feeling. I smelled it. I wear one of those little nerd watches, it tells you your pulse rate and all your oxygen, all that crap, right? All of a sudden, my watch starts freaking out, telling me I'm having a heart attack. I start breathing. I start sweating instantly. I had no idea what was going on. I go outside. I literally thought I was going to have a heart attack. Had no idea. Go outside. I call my wife. My wife I've known since I'm 8 years old. I call her up and I say, Mom, I think I'm going down. I feel like Fred Sanford, right? Somebody get me, right? It's all bad. My wife said, what happened? I said, I smelled some dog food. My wife remembers, because I've known her since I was 8, that when I was in foster care, we used to eat dog food. So if you don't think trauma is real, I always knew it was real. It's one of those things that you knew, but you didn't understand, right? I always knew it was real. You guys have suffered things that are happening within your DNA right now that are changing, that change how you view things, how you perceive things, how things happen to you. It is happening to you right now. And what I'm begging you is, because I'd like for you to stay in these blue outfits. I'd like for you to be incredible. And I'd like for you to go over there and get a job with Ahern and make lots of money. That's what I'd love to have happen. But I know some of you are too tough. You're going to bullshit around about it. I don't need all that. I don't need that nonsense. You're going to play with it. You're too tough for all this. You're not. You're not. And it's okay to ask for help. That's what this whole hope model is. Remember, you get to envision and deserve and see where you're going. And then all these mentors are going to help you remove the barriers to help you get there. That's what the mentor process is. That's what the help is. That's what the help is all about. And we all need it. You deserve the help. You get that, right? Everybody nod at me. At least placate me, right? I understand, right? Pretend like you give a shit about what I'm saying, all right? All right? You deserve the help. So take it. People are here because they want to help you. They want to see you do great, right? So with that, I just want to thank you. Harvey, Rebecca, I'm sorry, young man over here. I'm sorry, Marion, I believe his last name, Mr. Marion. right? I mean, you guys got some incredible stories. Thank you for sharing them. Thank you for being brave enough to share them with us. I hope the rest of you get an opportunity to share your stories. And if you're not, I mean, lean on your mentors, lean on this community. This community has been nothing but incredible to me and nothing but incredible. And I can't tell you enough how proud I am to be here and see you guys here and want you to be successful. All right. So God bless and good luck. All right.
Can we give Director Martin a big gigantic hand? So who thinks we should give April a second chance? If you guys would please put your hands together for Miss April Johnson, Vivid Vision.
Hello. My apology. My shoe broke, so I had to push in here, but I wasn't giving up. No, broke. I'm still one so, but I'm still here. Okay. Okay. My name is April Johnson, and today is May 19th, 2024. I wake up smelling fresh air. See, just to smell fresh air means the world to me. No more hearing count times, lady. It's just me and God. I drop down to my knees every morning, giving him my undivided attention. God, I thank you. I then walk to the bathroom and look at myself in the mirror, and I embrace the woman that God created me to be. And that's a God-fearing, smart, educated, successful Black businesswoman. I can honestly say within this year, I've accomplished so much. My CDLs, my diploma, and not to mention I'm working on towards opening my own landscaping company, Anointed Hands. Meanwhile, the best part of my life is me being able to give back to the community, speaking to the youth and giving them life. Because once I was lost. I was a lost teen. Well, even a lost adult. Me walking into Hope for Prisoners that year redirected my future. Seeing and feeling all the love is not what I expected, but they let me know it's what I deserve. I still see John on a regular. He comes out to support me when I speak to the youth. He stands there with his hands under his chin, and he gives me that famous smile. The joy I feel is unexplainable. Looking over at the man who helped me change my life. Watch me now change lives. Wow. And the ones I once called my enemies are right beside me, the police. Which is now my family. I wouldn't trade this for nothing in the world. I can only imagine what God has for me in the next years to come. I truly thank everyone who played a part in taking my mess and helping me turn it into the best. To my family, I love each one of you guys. Thanks for letting me know and understanding that the family that prays together stays together. My name is April Johnson, and today is May 19th, 2023, and this is my vivid vision. I'll see you next year.
Isn't that just awesome? Hey, April, one of the things that I've learned, right? But what I've learned, right, is not what you know, but is who you know. I remember when I came home from prison, somebody connected me with this one person that literally opened up doors and changed my life. Can you stand up here for a minute? Because I was listening to your Vivid Vision, and you were talking about working with the youth. Come on, follow me. Remember, I'm the leader. Follow the leader. And I just want to come over here, and I would introduce you to Jack Martin. Jack Martin, this is April Johnson. And Jack, you heard everything she was saying about her being able to want to work with the youth. And I know that you with Spring Mountain Youth Camp and work with the youth and parole and probation, everything like that. I just wanted to make sure you guys can connect And if there's something, Jack, that we can do to partner to help her live out that vivid vision, that's what it is that we're in for.
Absolutely.
Okay? All right. So I'm going to ask the graduates to stand up on their feet as we bring this ceremony to a close and we get prepared for the Honorable Jacob Reynolds to administer the oath. I'm going to ask the graduates to just extend your hands right out in front of you. Stick your hands out in front of you, right out in front of you. Stick them out in front of you. Okay? Now, what I want you to do is I want you to fix your eyes smack dab in the palms of your hands. Look down in the palms of your hands. And I want you to look at the lines on your hands, and I want you to imagine, if you will, that each one of the lines on your hand, they represent things in your past. They represent things in your past that you are not proud of. They represent past mistakes. They represent things that you wish never happened. The lines in the palms of your hand. They may represent a drug addiction. It may represent a time going back into the Clark County Detention Center for the 15th time. Look at them, down in the palms of your hands. It may represent a time where you hear those chains dragging in the Clark County Detention Center and NDOC is coming to get you to take you up to the fish tank. Look at them. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to take your hands and I want you to put them right up here, right in front of your face, right in front of your face. Put them up in front of your face and look at the lines in your hands. They represent those things in your past that you wish never happened, that you could take a big, gigantic eraser and erase. They're things that are humiliating to you. They're things that you're embarrassed of. You wish that you can just have them go away. The lines in your hands. Now, with your hands up in front of your face, can you see me?
No.
With your hands in front of your face, can you see me?
No, sir.
Well, neither can you see your future with your past in your face. Hands down to the side. It's over. Now you press on to that call that God has placed on your life. Your Honor?
I am so grateful to be here and so grateful for a friend like John Ponder. He asked me just to say one thing real quick about this, the sacredness of an oath, the seriousness of an oath. When I went to the university, the man who founded my university was a man named Carl G. Mazer. Does anybody know who that is? All right, I'd be surprised. He said this about taking oaths, and he called it the circle of honor. My young friends, I have been asked what I mean by word of honor. I will tell you, place me behind prison walls, walls of stone, ever so high, ever so thick, reaching ever so far into the ground. There is a possibility that in some way or another, I may be able to escape. But stand me on the floor and draw a chalk line around me and have me give my word of honor, never to cross it. Can I get out of that circle? No, never. That is what we mean by taking an oath and our word of honor. I'd like all of you to raise your hand to the square, if you would. This is a symbol as well. Your hand is raised to the square. The sign of the square means exactness and honor. Like when you're building something, bricklaying, we're fitting things exactly so that they will stand the test of time. So we raise our hand to the square to take an oath. The first line of this oath is I'm going to say I, you'll repeat I, and then I'm going to say state your name. You will state your name, and then as we progress through it, everything else, you're just going to follow me, okay? I state your name, hereby declare an oath in the presence of family, my friends, and all those present, that I will fully embrace this opportunity for a new life. From this day forward, I will strive to be a productive, law-abiding member of my community, be a person of honor and integrity, be a person who sets positive examples for those around me. I will strive for all these things as I am a person of value, a person who takes responsibility, a person with self-respect who respects others. I will look toward the future, having learned from my past. My determined purpose from this point forward is to make the rest of my life the best of my life. So help me God.
Good job. All right, we're going to move into the issuing of the certificates, and I'm going to ask our speakers to come and join us. I also would like the special assistant to Councilwoman Victoria Seaman, Marianne Rambolo, to come and join us, and also Yelena Guevara from U.S. Senator Catherine Cortez Masto to please join us in the issuing of the certificates. It's been a phenomenal day. You're also going to receive certificates from U.S. Congresswoman Dina Titus, our Attorney General Aaron Ford, U.S. Congresswoman Susie Lee, Secretary of State Francisco Aguilar, Commissioner Tick Segerbloom, and from the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. All right, if you guys would please join me in celebrating Miss Marla Azanon. Let's take a picture. Outstanding. If you guys would please keep it going for Mr. Russell Basilio. Congratulations, man. Please turn and take a picture. Let's please keep it going for Miss Belinda Burke. Take a picture. Let's keep it going for Kellen Eubanks. Congratulations, man. Yes, very proud of you. Mr. Jerry Glass. Congratulations, man. Take a picture. Let's please keep it going for Mr. Orson Hernandez. Congratulations, man. Take a picture. Keep up the good work. Let's keep it going for the one and only Mr. Charles Isom Jr. Congratulations, man. All right. Miss Amy Yeager. Congratulations. Take a picture. Let's please keep it going for the young eagle, Miss April Becker. April Johnson. Please keep it going for Mr. Edward Jones. Edward Jones. All right. Mr. Onahi Jones, the young eagle. Congratulations, man. Miss Rebecca Levitt. Congratulations. Very proud of you. Take a picture. Keep up the good work. Mr. Devin Marion. Okay. Congratulations, man. I wasn't kidding about the haircut either. Mr. William McKinney. Congratulations, man. Keep up the good work. All right. Please keep it going for the young eagle, Mr. Derek Myers. Congratulations, man. I'm looking so forward to working with you. Take a picture. There we go. Mr. Robert Myers. Congratulations, man. Thank you. Let's put in the work. Mr. Chong Nijin. Good job. the one and only Mr. Raymond Penn. Hey, Ray. Take a picture, man. All right. Mr. Boyd Pitts. Okay. You got that full stroll. That's it. Please keep it going for Mr. Demetrius Thomas. That's it, young eagle. I'm doing good, man. Looking so forward to working with you. And last but not least, please give it up for the one and only Miss Tiffany Wilson.
Thank you.
Okay, there you go. I'm going to ask the graduate if you please stand up on your feet. And ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you the May 2023 Hope for Prisons graduating class. Please give them a big, gigantic round of applause. Congratulations. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Yeah, we are so very, very proud of you. You know, the work starts next week. I want to give a big shout out to everybody watching around the country on Facebook Live and on